Good morning. Good morning to all of you. This is Dr. Pallavi Gupta. Today I will discuss Indian Code Medical Ethics 2002. The topics which I will cover, that is the introduction about the code, and it has 8 chapters, and this chapter 1 is related to the Code of Medical Ethics, duties of the physicians, duty of the physician in consultation, duty of the physician towards their patient, the responsibility of the physicians to each other, unethical acts or duty of the physicians towards the paramedical professions, misconduct, punishment, and disciplinary actions. So let us take the introduction about the Code of Medical Ethics Regulation 2002. This code has been made to provide medical care to all Indian citizens through promotion and maintenance of excellence in medical education. Code of Medical Ethics Regulation 2002 was made under Section 20A and 33 subclause M of the IMA Act. Although it was amended time to time to meet the need of the challenges. Regarding first chapter, the Code of Medical Ethics, it is divided into two, the declaration and duties and responsibility of the physicians in general. At the time of the registration by the medical practitioner who is filing the application for register, he has to submit a copy of the declaration, which shall be duly signed and in the prescribed format. That it will certify that she has read and agreed to abide by the same. Since this code is saying to follow some guidelines by the medical practitioner who is registered one. Regarding the duties and responsibility of the physician in journal, and it is the declaration which I have already discussed, that the copy of the declaration has to submit. Regarding the duties and responsibility of the physician in journal, the first is character of the physician. A physician shall uphold the dignity and honor of its profession. The prime object of the medical profession is to render service to the humanity. He has to maintain himself with the profession, means he has to give the priority to his profession in all the action of his life. He is allowed to practice modern system of medicine or surgery. Only registered practitioners are allowed to do the practice of modern system of medicine or surgery, no one else. Regarding the maintaining good medical practice, a physician should try continuously to improve medical knowledge and skill and should make available to their patient and colleague the benefit of their professional alignments. The physician should practice method of healing founded on scientific basis and should not associate professionally with anyone who violates this principle. A physician should participate in professional meeting as part of the continuing medical education program for at least 30 hours every 5 years. For the advancement of his profession, a physician should affiliate with association and societies of allopathic medical profession. Regarding the maintenance of medical record, every physician shall maintain the medical record pertaining to his or her outdoor or indoor patient for a period of 3 years in a standard pro forma which is laid down by the Medical Council of India. If any request is made by the patient or other person, the same may be duly acknowledged and the document shall be issued within the 72 hours. A registered medical practitioner shall maintain a register of medical certificate giving full details of certificate issued. Effort should be made to computerize medical record for quick retrieval. Display of registration number. Every physician shall display the registration number accorded to him by the State Medical Council or Medical Council of India in all his prescription, this certificate or money receipts. Uh, Physician shall display as suffix to their name only recognized medical degree, diploma, membership or honors, which is accorded to him. The use of generic names of drugs. It is mentioned in 2008 that every physician should prescribe drugs with generic name legibly and preferably in capital letters, and he or she shall ensure that there is a rational prescription and use of drugs. In the writing of the physician should be clear. It should be legible. Highest quality assurance in patient care. Uh, During the treatment, physician must ensure that only the qualified person should be employed and they should be registered. No unqualified or unregistered person they will employ in their profession. Exposure of unethical act. A physician should expose without fear incompetent or corrupt, dishonest, unethical conduct on the part of the member of the profession. Payment of professional services. A physician should announce his fees before rendering service, not after the operation or treatment is underway. Evasion of legal restrictions. A physician shall observe the law of the country in regulating the practice of medicine. They have to observe the sanitary laws and regulation in the interest of the public health. A physician should observe the provision of several laws like Drugs and Cosmetic Act, Pharmacy Act, Narcotic Drugs, Medical Treatment of Pregnancy Act, Transplantation of Human Organ Act, Mental Health Act, Environment Protection Act, Preconception and Prenatal Diagnostic Sex Determination Test Act, Drug and Magic Remedies Act, Person with Disabilities Act, and Biomedical Waste Management Rules, and other rules made by the central government which is relevant with this promotion and with the promotion of the public health and protection of public health. Regarding duties of physician to their patients, obligation to the sick, that it is said that a physician should never forget that the health and the lives of those interested to his care depend on his skill and attendance and attention during the treatment. No physician shall arbitrarily refuse treatment to a patient, however, for good reason. When a patient is suffering from an ailment which is not in his capacity to treat that person, the physician may refuse treatment and refer the patient to another physician. Patient delicacy and secrecy mean confidentiality, privacy of the patient shall be maintained who has come to the physician and is telling about individual domestic life and interested to the patient. He will not disclose the details of the patient to anyone else. Prognosis. The physician should neither exaggerate nor minimize the gravity of a patient's conditions. He should ensure himself that the patient, his relative or his responsible friends have such knowledge of the patient's condition as will serve the best interest of the patient and the family. The patient must not be neglected. Means there shall not be no chance of willful negligence. A physician is free to choose whom he will serve. Once physician has undertaken a case, the physician should not neglect the patient, nor should he withdraw from the case without giving adequate notice to the patient and his family. Engagement for in obstetrics cases. The acting patient is entitled uh, for the profession, but he has to ensure the patient consent to resign on the arrival of the physician engaged. Meaning thereby when a physician who has been engaged to attend and obstetric case is absent, and another is sent for and delivery accomplished. The acting physician is entitled to his professional fees but should secure and the patient's consent to resign on the arrival of the physician engaged. Duties of the physician in consultation. Unnecessary consultation should be avoided. However, in case of serious illness and in doubtful or difficulty conditions, the physician should request consultation, but consulting pathologist, radiologist, or asking for any other diagnosis lab investigation should be done judicially and not in routine manner. Consultation for patient's benefit. In every consultation, the benefit of the patient is of foremost importance. Punctuality in consultation. Utmost punctuality should be observed by a physician in making themselves available for consultation. Statement to patient after consultation. All statement to the patient or his representative should take place in the presence of consulting physician except as otherwise agreed. Treatment after consultation. No decision should restrain the attending physician from making such subsequent variations in the treatment if any unexpected changes occurs. But at the next consultation, reasons for the variation should be disclosed and explained. Patient refers to a specialist. When a patient is referred to a specialist by the attending physician, a case summary of the patient should be given to the specialist, who should communicate his opinion in writing to the attending physicians. Fees and other charges. A physician should clearly display his fees and other charges on the board of his chamber and or the hospital he is visiting. Prescription should also make clear if the physician himself dispense any medicine. Responsibility of physician to each others. A physician should consider it as a pleasure and privilege to render services gratuitously to all physicians and their immediate family dependent. Conduct in consultation. In consultation, no insincerity, rivalry, or envy should be indulged. All due respect should be given, should be observed. When a physician has been called for consultation, the consultation should normally not take charges of the case, especially on the solicitation of the patients or the friend. Whenever a physician requests another physician to attend his patient during his temporary absence from his practice, professional courtesy requires the acceptance of such appointment only when he has the capacity to discharge the additional responsibility along with his or her other duties. The physician acting under such an appointment should give the utmost consideration to the interests and reputation of the absent physician. Visiting another physician case, when it becomes the duty of a physician occupying an official position to see and report upon an illness or injury, he should communicate to the physician in attendance as to give him an option of being present. Duties of the physician to the public and the paramedical profession. Physician as a citizen. Physician as good citizen possessed of a special training should disseminate advice on the public health issues whenever it is required. Physician, especially who are engaged in public health work, should enlighten the public concerning quarantine regulations and measures for the prevention of epidemic and communicable diseases. All the time, the physician should notify the constituted public health authorities of every case of communicable disease under his care in accordance with the law of the health authorities. When an epidemic occurs, a physician should not abandon his duty for fear of contracting the disease himself. Physicians should recognize and promote the practice of the different paramedical services such as pharmacy and nurses as professional and should seek their cooperation whenever required. Unethical acts. A physician shall not abet, add, or commit any of the act which shall be construed as illegal. Advertising. Soliciting of the patients directly or indirectly is unethical. A medical practitioner is, however, permitted to make a formal announcement regarding on starting practice, on chance of type of practice, on change of type of practice, on changing address, on temporary absence from duty, on resumption of other practice, on succeeding to another practice, public declaration of the charges, printing of the self photograph in a letterhead or on a signboard of the consulting room or any such clinical establishment shall be regarded as act of self-advertisement, and it will be unethical conduct on the part of the physician. A physician may patient surgical a physician may patent surgical instrument, appliance and medicine or copyright applications, method or procedure. However, it shall be unethical if the benefit of such patent or copyright are not available in, in situation where the interest of the large population is involved. A physician should not run an open shop for sale of medicine, for dispensing prescription prescribed by doctors other than himself, or for sale of medicine or surgical appliance. A physician shall not give, solicit, or receive, nor shall he offer to give, solicit, or receive any gift gratuitously, commission, or bonus in consideration of or return for the referring, recommending, or procuring any patient for medical, surgical, or other treatment. Secret remedies. The prescribing of secret remedial agent by a physician of which he does not know the composition, the promotion of manufacture of their use is unethical and and prohibited. All the drugs prescribed by a physician should always carry a proprietary formula and clear name. Human rights. A physician shall not aid or abet torture, nor shall he be a party to either infliction of the mental, physical trauma by some other person or agency in clear violation of the human rights. Euthanasia. Practicing euthanasia shall constitute unethical conduct. The Code of Conduct for Doctors and Association of Doctors in their relationship with pharmaceutical and health sector industry. In 2009, there was an amendment made which imposed a duty to follow by the doctors regarding their relationship with the pharmaceutical industry. It is said that they will not receive any gift or travel facility or the hospitality or hotel accommodation, cash or monetary grants from any health industry or any pharmaceutical industry. Regarding the medical research, it is said that a medical practitioner may carry out a work in or participate in a research project funded by the pharmaceutical industry, but it has to follow some guidelines which is prescribed. Misconduct. The following acts of the commission or omission on the part of a physician shall constitute professional misconduct, rendering him or her liable for disciplinary action. If he commits any violation of these regulations, if he or she does not maintain the medical reports of his or her indoor punishment for a period of 3 years as prescribed, or refuse to provide the same within 72 hours when it is asked by the patient or her authorized representative, if he or she does not display the registration number as prescribed, which is accorded to him or her by the Medical Council of India, if a physician is involved or the abuse of the professional position by committing adultery or improper conduct with a patient or by maintaining an improper association with the patient, will render a physician liable for disciplinary action as provided under the Indian Medical Council Act or State Medical Council Act. It is further said that there will be conviction by a court of law for offence involving moral turpitude and criminal acts. For example, there shall be no account sex determination test under the Termination of Pregnancy Act, or under the PCPNDT Act. Any act of termination of pregnancy of normal female fetus amounting to female feticide shall be regarded as professional misconduct on the part of physician, leading to penal actions. Registered medical practitioners are in a certain cases bound by law to give certificates or the reports or other documents or similar character signed by them in professional capacity for subsequent use in the court or for administrative purpose. Further, it is said that they will not contravene the provision of the Drugs and Cosmetics Acts with respect to prescribing steroids, psychotherapeutic drugs, or the selling of the drugs which is not which is prohibited for the purpose of the public interest. They will not perform or enabling an unqualified person or to perform an abortion or any illegal operation for which there is no medical, surgical, or psychological indication. A registered medical practitioner shall not issue certificate of efficiency in modern medicine to unqualified or non-medical person. The registered medical practitioner shall not disclose the secret of a patient that have been learned in exercise of his or her professional uh, capacity except in the court of law or notifiable disease, or when there is a serious or identified risk to a specific person or the community at large. The registered medical practitioner shall not refuse on religious ground alone to give assistance in or conduct of sterility or birth control or medical termination of pregnancy when there is a medical indication, unless the medical practitioner feels himself or herself incompetent to do so. A physician shall not use torts or agents for procuring agents. No act of IVF or artificial insemination shall be undertaken without the informed consent of the female patient and her spouse as well as the donor. Clinical drugs trial shall or other research involving patient or volunteers as per the guidelines of ICMR can be undertaken provided ethical consideration are borne in the mind. If a physician posted in a rural area or any medical college or institution, both as a teaching faculty, if they remain absent during the assigned duties, it will be considered as a misconduct. Punishment and disciplinary action. It is very clearly says that it must be clearly understood that the instances of the offences of and of professional misconduct which are given above do not constitute and are not intended to constitute a complete list of the infamous act which calls for disciplinary actions. Every care should be taken that code is not violated. It is made clear that if any complaint with regard to professional misconduct is brought before the appropriate medical counsel for the disciplinary action, a complaint shall be considered, an inquiry shall be set up, and reasonable opportunity of being heard shall be given. If the physician is found guilty, appropriate action shall be taken, or the name and it may be recommended to removal of the name of the physician from the register. So this is all about the Indian Code of Ethics for the doctors. So here we can compare the International Code of Medical Ethics and Indian Code of Medical Ethics. It is Indian Medical Code of Ethics is broadly let down the guidelines to follow by the doctors or the physician. We can say in comparison to International Code of Medical Ethics. And International Code of Medical Ethics is saying about only three things: responsibility of the doctors towards patient, towards their colleagues, and the responsibility of the physician in general. It is not covering covered all aspects. In comparison to that, Indian Code of Medical Ethics cover all aspects of uh, malpractice in negligence on the part of physicians. It covers all. So it is Indian Code of Medical Ethics is good in comparison to International Code of Ethics. The next topic is Indian Medical Council Act 1970. Thank you. Thank you for listening me.